Hey guys, how's it going? Once again, we've let the news build up a little bit, and therefore we have a ton of really cool things to talk about today. There's a lot of things happening to the Quest 2, to Meta as a company, and overall, there's a ton of things to talk about. So as usual, in case you guys like this one, slap that little red button down below, and let's get right into it. So, first thing we have to talk about is once again a little piece of Oculus being taken away one by one. No longer is Oculus.com going to take you to the Oculus website, it's now taking you to the Meta store. Now, as I've said in one of my previous videos, I've come to peace with this. This is completely normal, they've rebranded, so of course they're going to take the rest of their company with them. But it is interesting to see all that happening one by one. So now Oculus.com redirects you to the Quest section of the new Meta store. The Oculus blog and Oculus App Store seem to still exist on the old URL, for now at least, though Meta already has a separate blog to which it sometimes posts AR and VR news. So this is an entirely new Meta store where they seem to be selling the Meta Quest, Meta Portal, and Ray-Ban stories, as well as the Meta Quest accessories, of course. As sad as it is to see the Oculus branding go away, this is a rebrand, and this is what happens. Do let me know what you think about this one down below. Now, on the topic of stores, this is super exciting. We've talked in the past about Oculus, well, back then it was Oculus, now it's Meta, opening up physical stores, selling physical devices and allowing you to check out the device before you purchase it. This was going to be really big. If they open up enough of these stores, they can convert enough non-believers into believers, and this seems to now be happening. Meta's campus in California will be home to the first physical Meta store, the retail space where you can check out the Quest 2 and its accessories, as well as Ray-Ban stories and the Portal video calling devices. So as I've mentioned, this is just a physical store, finally opening up to allow you to check out VR and of course Meta's other devices before you buy them. This is very big, as sometimes you might have friends and family and other places that are, well, non-believers, think that VR might still be along the lines of a Google Cardboard, and you can't exactly show it to them because they're somewhere entirely different, and they're not willing to buy it thinking that it is what they think it is. So if they had an ability to check it out before they buy, well, they might just want to buy one and join the space. So of course, this is a very big jump for VR, having physical stores where you can check it out, and I cannot wait to see where this takes VR, whether we will see that jump in sales or whether it's not going to change much at all. This store opens May 9th with interactive demos such as Beat Saber, Golf Plus, Real-Time Fishing, and Supernatural, on a large wall-to-wall curved LCD screen that displays whatever you're seeing in the headset, allowing others to see what you're playing in the store as well. Do let me know what you think about this down below, and will you be checking out one of the very first Meta stores once it opens on May 9th? This is something that was pretty big when it happened. A lot of people use the Quest 2 for playing Steam VR. Not necessarily for playing Oculus titles and not using the Oculus software, but instead playing Steam VR on their PC. Now, as you may know, if you've ever connected the Oculus Quest to your PC using the Lynx software, you not only need to have the Oculus software installed, but it's one of the first things that launches inside the headset. This can be a pain as that software hasn't been updated in a very long time, can be laggy, and sometimes just causes issues overall. Some people have not had any issues with it whatsoever, while others think it's a massive pain. Me being one of those people that thinks it's quite a pain. However, now we have an open source tool called Oculus Killer that makes the Oculus Link load directly into Steam VR, completely disabling the Oculus Dash. The tool is available on GitHub and was developed by software engineer itzcaitlin03. You may remember itzcaitlin03 from the leaks that they found about the Air Bridge. You might also find the name Oculus Killer familiar. There's actually another tool with the same name on GitHub, though it's used for a different reason, forcibly terminating Oculus services running on your PC. Caitlin claims that the lack of Oculus Dash will boost your performance by considerate amounts, as it takes up 200 megabytes of memory and GPU, even when it's not in use. There is, however, one problem. There's no way to exit SteamVR from inside VR, since when it closes, it will just automatically be launched again. You will need to take off the headset and close the Oculus app on your PC, which will close SteamVR too. This is of course an issue many are willing to work with, as it's not a very big problem overall. I mean, you're killing the Oculus Dash, and that boosting your performance does make a ton of sense, as that software is constantly running in the background, whether you're playing VR or not. I will definitely be trying it out after this video, and many of you, considering you've been telling me about it on the Discord, seem to already be running it. Do let me know what you think about this down below. Do you use your Quest for PC VR, or is it standalone only? This is interesting. There's a Fanatical bundle right now called the Build Your Own Quest VR bundle. You get amazing Quest games for Quest 1 and 2. 3 for $22.25, 5 for $33.25, or 9 for $55.55. This deal ends in 1 day, 20 hours, 39 minutes, and 18 seconds. And there's a ton of different games you can choose from here and essentially build your own bundle. This is really cool. I've always been a huge fan of these bundles coming out for Quest, but the thing is they never really tend to come out for Quest. They're mostly coming out for things like Steam VR giving you store keys. But now that's been expanded and it seems that we might be seeing more of them coming out for Quest. In case you guys are interested to check out this bundle, I will leave a link to it down below. There's many games there that are quite popular and then others that you may not know about, so make sure to check it out. Mark Zuckerberg has not only confirmed that the Cambria will be releasing sometimes this year, but he has also confirmed a tiny bit of what the Cambria will be, and he seems to think that it will eventually replace something like your laptop. To quote, Meta Quest 2 continues to be the leading virtual reality headset. Later this year, we'll release a higher-end headset, codenamed Project Cambria, which will be more focused on work use cases and eventually replacing your laptop or work setup. This premium device will have improved ergonomics and full-color pass-through mixed reality to seamlessly blend the virtual world with the physical world. We're also building in eye tracking and face tracking so that your avatar can make eye contact and facial expressions, which dramatically improves your sense of presence. So nothing there that we didn't know, just a few confirmations, including the fact that Cambria will be coming sometime this year, and aspirations, if that's the right word to use, seeing Mark Zuckerberg thinking that this will supposedly replace your laptop. I mean, yeah, it totally could. You could have infinite virtual displays, a mouse, a keyboard, and maybe some computing power, possibly connecting to a PC in the cloud if you even want to do some gaming on it. You know, grab a controller, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation, and game, or mouse and keyboard if you can still see them. You get what I'm trying to say. This is going to be quite interesting, and I myself, even though it's more business and work-oriented, I'm very interested in getting my hands on a Cambria. And even if it's just work-related, that doesn't mean it cannot be used for gaming, especially those controllers that have, well, pretty much no occlusion unless you cover up the cameras. It's very exciting to see all this new tech coming out. Do let me know. Are you guys interested in the Cambria? Will you be buying it for gaming? Well, that is probably, of course, depending on the price. The Meta Quest continues to absolutely blow up, with Q1 AR and VR revenue up 35%, driven by Quest 2 sales. So, I mean, we knew this already. The Meta Quest, or Oculus Quest 2, is absolutely blowing up. It's still selling, it's not stopping anytime soon, and now knowing that the Quest 3 isn't coming anytime soon, well, people are buying. I mean, of course, unless you count the Cambria. Meta's Reality Labs revenue grew 35% year-on-year in Q1 2022, but costs grew 55%. VR is growing, and Meta is truly growing that space. Whether you like Facebook or not, they are constantly releasing, they are constantly giving, whether it's updates, devices, or just overall stores, physical stores. They are constantly giving in the space, and you can tell Mark Zuckerberg is serious in making this their foundation. Oh yeah, and if you guys saw that thing that HTC posted on Twitter a little whiles back, I thought it would be maybe like a portable gaming PC allowing for playing VR, but unfortunately, or fortunately, depending what space you're in, that's not what it was. HTC opens pre-orders for their Mars Camtrack virtual production box. So it was essentially a virtual production box, as a lot of people and a lot of companies use base stations for tracking kind of virtual scenes and virtual objects in productions, whether it's movies or games or things like that. And that is exactly what the Camtrack is for. HTC teased a new Vive product last week, which aims to leverage the company's Vive trackers for virtual productions. Called the Vive Mars Camtrack, the box is appealing to filmmakers looking for an easy way of integrating Vive trackers into their productions by shrinking complicated workflow into a compact box. Now, I know this is made by HTC Vive, but it seems to be running Steam VR. It totally does. It actually seems to be running Steam VR, or at least that's the software that kind of they have opened up on it that looks like it's Steam VR. So I do wonder whether you could use something like, for example, the Tundra trackers instead of using Vive trackers if you wanted to with the Cam Track. I know that this wouldn't be the best business motto, but maybe, just maybe. So if you're a gamer, not really for you, but if you're into production, maybe you'll be interested. Either way, that is going to be it for today's news video. We had a ton to talk about today. I'm trying to get back into things. Things have been kind of all over the place recently. If you're on the Discord, if you're on Twitter, I'm keeping you up to date there. I'm also trying to do YouTube community posts, but I've found them to be quite limiting in what I can tell you. Either way, if you want to be kept up to date, join the Discord. I haven't disappeared. I'm clearly not dead, and I will be coming back to things just slowly. Sorry to anyone that might disappoint, but I need it. Either way, if you guys liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. Thank you so much to the Patreons that are supporting this channel. You guys help me out a ton, paying my bills, paying my subscriptions, and overall helping me make these videos better. If you guys are not yet part of our community, check out our Discord down below, check out our Reddit, where I want to see you posting your spicy memes, and as usual, in case you guys want to be notified about future content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.